It's Hungary's natural obligation to help persecuted Christians, said the Deputy Prime Minister while talking about persecuted Christians at the closing day of a conference in Budapest. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade thinks that international cooperation is needed to help terminate Christian persecution.
Hungary helps where there is a need, and whom it invites shall be invited under lawful circumstances, said Zsolt Semjen, Minister of Human Resources, to M1 News. He also pointed out believers living in the Middle East expect to receive help where they live. Our principle, and also what is expected of us, is very important. Every religious leader has agreed that they don't want us to invite the believers to Europe. They want to live where they were born. They want to stay there, hence they asked to take the aid there and help them in their homelands, said the Minister of Human Resources. During the last day of the International Conference on Christian Persecution held in Budapest, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade said that in order to stop Christian persecutions, there is a need for international cooperation. The spread of radicalism and extremism pose an international challenge that cannot simply be dealt with country by country. An international challenge calls for international response. The fact that millions are forced to leave their homelands and millions choose to flee requires a clear and coordinated international response, said the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade. Caring about persecuted Christians is Hungary's natural obligation, said Zsolt Semjen. The Deputy Prime Minister explained that Hungary generously accepts persecuted Christians, albeit by no means is it aiming to empty the Christian East, and does not wish to make the foundations of Eastern Christianity disappear.
A Coptic Christian priest was murdered in the suburb of Cairo. The Egyptian attacker was arrested, but up to this point his intentions are still unclear. Another priest was also injured during the attack. The Hungarian government has offered to treat the priest injured in the terror attack here in Hungary. This was confirmed by Zsolt Semjen, Deputy Prime Minister. In his statement, he expressed the government's sympathy towards Egypt's Christian community after the terror attack. They wrote, "We assure the Coptic community of our Christian solidarity. They can continue to depend on Hungary's helping hand in the future."